The safe stood open in the middle of the sunlit study like a silent accusation, its steel mouth yawning wide, stacks of neatly bound cash glowing under the pale morning light. Ishan Verma, a self-made millionaire who trusted numbers more than people, watched from the hallway with his breath held, convinced that this simple trap would finally confirm what his bruised heart already believed about loyalty and greed. Before the story unfolds any further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet power of honesty, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Life Spark Stories. Your support helps these human stories reach more hearts. Ishan had built his fortune from nothing, working endless days until the city skyline seemed to bend toward him in respect. Yet wealth had left him surrounded by emptiness, betrayed by partners and guarded by suspicion. When small amounts of money began disappearing from his house, his chest tightened with a familiar ache. He hired auditors, installed cameras, and still the doubt lingered. His maid, Nora Halim, had come into his life quietly months earlier, a woman with steady hands and tired eyes who arrived each morning just after sunrise and left before dusk. Ishan hated himself for the thought, but distrust crept in like dust through an open window, so he decided to test her. That morning, the house glowed with daytime calm. Sunbeams spilled across marble floors as Nora arrived, tying her scarf neatly and beginning her routine with practiced care. Ishan deliberately left the study door ajar and the safe unlocked, its contents visible to anyone who passed. He retreated to a shadowed corner, heart pounding, certain that temptation would reveal the truth. He imagined relief mixed with bitterness when his suspicions proved right. Nora moved through the house slowly, polishing surfaces and straightening frames, her footsteps soft against the floor. When she reached the study, she paused. Ishan felt a sharp intake of breath as she noticed the open safe. In that moment, memories flooded her mind of unpaid medical bills, of a small rented room where her father lay ill, of nights spent counting coins. The money before her could erase so much pain. Her hands trembled not from greed, but from fear of what desperation could turn her into. She stepped closer, then stopped. Nora closed her eyes briefly, letting the warmth of daylight steady her. Instead of touching the cash, she fetched a clean cloth and carefully wiped the dust from the safe door, leaving everything untouched. Then she did something that Ishan never expected. She went to the kitchen, prepared his tea as always, and placed it on the desk. Beside it, she laid her house keys, folded neatly, along with an envelope containing her wages from the week. Ishan emerged only after she left. Confusion twisted into dread as he opened the envelope and saw the money returned, along with a handwritten note described in careful detail without a single quoted word, explaining that she had noticed the open safe, feared she might be blamed for something she did not do, and chose to leave rather than live under suspicion. The note ended with a simple prayer for his peace. Tears blurred Ishan's vision as shame crashed over him. In trying to catch a thief, he had wounded an honest soul. He remembered how Nora had once stayed late to help his elderly neighbor, how she never wasted food, how her eyes softened when she spoke of dignity. The trap he set reflected not her character, but his own broken trust. That afternoon, under the bright and unforgiving sun, Ishan drove across the city to find her modest home. When he returned, his suit wrinkled and eyes red, Ishan carried more than money. He carried an apology heavy with regret. He arranged for Nora's father to receive medical care and offered her a position not as a servant, but as a trusted manager of his household affairs, with transparency and respect at its core. The open safe became a symbol not of temptation, but of accountability. As this story nears its end, if it touched your heart or reminded you of the quiet strength in honest choices, please take a moment to like, comment, and share this video so others can feel it too. And before the final moments fade, we have a special request for you to comment below with one word that describes what integrity means to you.